Let me start with a moment you probably know very well. It's late at night, the lights are dim, the house is quiet, and your phone is glowing in your hand. You're not really hungry, but somehow you're in the kitchen anyway, opening the fridge or reaching for snacks. You tell yourself it's just a small bite, nothing serious, you'll burn it off tomorrow. But what if I told you that this exact habit, the one that feels harmless, could be silently destroying your metabolism without you realizing it? Most people think metabolism slows down because of age, bad genetics, or lack of exercise. But very few people realize that when you eat can matter just as much as what you eat, especially at night, because your body at night is not the same body you have during the day. It behaves differently, burns energy differently, and responds to food in a completely different way. Think of your body like a busy factory. During the day, that factory is fully operational. Machines are running, workers are active, energy is being used efficiently, and systems are working at full speed. This is when your body is best at digesting food, using carbohydrates, and burning calories. But when night comes, that factory is supposed to slow down, not because it's lazy, but because it needs maintenance. Cleaning, repairing, balancing hormones, and resetting for the next day. Now imagine walking into that factory late at night and dumping a load of food onto the conveyor belt while the machines are powering down. The workers aren't ready, the systems aren't synchronized, and instead of processing efficiently, everything gets backed up. That's exactly what happens inside your body when you eat late at night. Your metabolism is controlled by something called your circadian rhythm, your internal biological clock. This clock tells your body when to be awake, when to sleep, when to release hormones, and when to digest food properly. During daylight hours, your insulin sensitivity is higher, meaning your body can move sugar out of the blood and into cells more effectively. But at night, insulin sensitivity drops significantly. The same meal that your body could easily handle earlier in the day now has a much higher chance of being stored as fat. This is why late night eating doesn't usually show immediate damage. You don't feel sick. You don't suddenly gain weight overnight. Instead, it works quietly in the background. Fat loss becomes harder. Energy levels drop, cravings increase the next day. And over time, you start feeling like your metabolism is broken, even though it's just confused. For most of human history, eating at night simply didn't exist. There were no midnight snacks, no refrigerators, no endless scrolling under artificial light. When the sun went down, eating stopped. This gave the body a long fasting window every night, allowing it to burn stored energy, repair tissues, and reset hormones. But today, artificial light and late night screens trick the brain into thinking it's still daytime, while food tells the body to stay active when it should be resting. Late night eating sends your body a powerful mixed signal. It tells your brain to stay awake, your digestive system to keep working, and your metabolism to pause fat burning. Hormones like growth hormone, which helps burn fat and repair muscle during sleep, drop when digestion is active. At the same time, insulin stays elevated, which pushes your body into storage mode instead of recovery mode. And here's where the cycle becomes even more dangerous. Eating late doesn't just affect metabolism, it affects sleep quality too. Even if you fall asleep quickly, your body is busy digesting when it should be deeply resting. That poor sleep then disrupts hunger hormones the next day, lowering leptin, which controls fullness, and increasing ghrelin, which increases hunger. This is why late-night eaters often wake up craving sugar, carbs, and fast food the next morning. What's shocking is that studies have shown people who eat late tend to burn fewer calories overall, even when their total daily calories are the same. Two people can eat the same meals, do the same workouts, and still get completely different results just because one eats earlier and the other eats late. Timing alone can shift your metabolism toward fat burning or fat storage. Late-night eating has also been linked to higher blood sugar levels, increased stress hormones, and slower metabolic flexibility over time. Your body begins to expect food at night, and when it doesn't get it, cravings feel stronger and harder to control. This is why many people feel trapped in the habit, believing their willpower is the problem, when in reality, it's biology. But here's the turning point in the story, because this isn't about fear or restriction, it's about alignment. The moment you start eating in sync with your body's natural rhythm, your metabolism responds faster than most people expect. Simply finishing your last meal 2 to 3 hours before sleep gives your body permission to rest. Insulin levels drop, fat burning increases overnight, and repair processes finally activate. Making dinner lighter instead of heavier has an even bigger impact. When your largest meals happen earlier in the day, your body uses them as fuel instead of storing them. Late-night cravings often feel like hunger, but most of the time they're not. They're habits, stress, boredom, or exhaustion. Drinking water, having herbal tea, or going to bed earlier often makes the craving disappear completely. And once your body adjusts, those urges lose their power. Here's the part most people never hear. When you stop eating late, your metabolism doesn't just improve, it becomes flexible again. Your body relearns how to switch between using food and using stored fat, something many people think they've lost permanently. This isn't about being perfect. One late night won't destroy your metabolism, but repeating the habit over months slowly will. The good news is that the fix is simple, natural, and completely free. So tonight, when that familiar urge hits, remember this story. Remember that your body isn't asking for food, it's asking for rest. And when you give it that, your metabolism starts working for you again. If this video changed the way you think about late-night eating, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who always eats before bed. Small timing changes can create massive health results.